Hello, everybody. I'm Meso, and I'm here to bring to you another update on the ongoing Helryx character contest over on the TTV message boards. I'm happy to say that Phase 2 of the Helryx contest has concluded. The artwork portion, we have received an amazing amount of submissions, an amazing quality of submissions. Quite honestly, the amount of outstanding art that has been entered into this portion of the contest actually blows my mind, and I'm ecstatic by the turnout and the sheer creativity and skill that has been displayed in all of these entries. Everybody who entered, thank you. I cannot thank you enough. And now that this portion of the contest has ended, we can move on to the exciting stuff, namely the voting. So the last round of the Helryx contest voting was plagued with some issues. We're going to be talking about it a lot when this contest ends. We're going to do a whole knack and jay on the voting process and our thoughts on the voting or whatever, but there was everything from sabotage, fraud accounts, dupe accounts, campaigning, which isn't against the rules at all, but pretty much everything you would expect to have happened during the last poll. And the question was raised to us, well, is there any way to make this more fair and less skewed towards, I guess, voter fraud is one way to put it, but not necessarily always that. Like, there is a difference between making 10 dupe accounts and vote rushing something, which is objectively not allowed, or campaigning to your friends to get one entry above all. There's a difference there. But there is also a skew in terms of how one popular entry that has achieved a lot of support, rallying behind it, and then another entry that's like rushing to compete against it, those two will monopolize all the votes, And that's something we definitely saw happen last go round. People just looked at the polls and they were like, all right, such and such, we're going to cast our vote for, this entry. Even if it wouldn't have been their favorite entry, they voted for it regardless. This go round, we've opted to do two things to help mitigate that and make things a bit more fair and also give us less hassle as far as people breaking the rules. Number one, we've opted, based on feedback and suggestions from people, to make the poll results private until the contest is over. So you can vote, and some information is public, but the details about the current ongoing results of the poll will not be visible until the contest has concluded. This way, people can just vote for their favorites, vote for what they want without worrying about all the minutia of the actual poll and trying to vote based on the metrics of the poll. Vote based on your preference. And secondarily, we've implemented an entirely new voting system called ranked voting. And there is a video that I'm going to link in the description below. I suppose it's actually called alternative voting, but I've seen it referred to as ranked voting as well. I would watch this video. Anybody who's confused, anybody who just wants to know how this system works, I would watch the video, because the video is going to explain it far better than I can. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain to you what you need to do, and then I'm going to give you a brief rundown of how the system works. For each poll topic, of which there are 4, you are going to vote for 3 entries. Do not vote for more than 3. Do not vote for less than 3. Vote for 3 entries. And you're going to vote for them in order of preference. So the entry that you would like to be your first pick, your favorite, the one that you want to see win, vote number 1 in the poll. The entry that you would want to win if your first one were to lose, so your second favorite, basically, you click 2. And your third favorite, you click 3. Vote in terms of preference, and do this in every poll. Again, vote only for 3. The way the video explains it, essentially, is that once all the entries have been tallied up, we begin to progressively eliminate the least voted on entry, the one with the least percentage. And you do that, and then figure out what the voters for that entry overall voted as their second choice. And then the second choice gets the entry's votes added to the tally. And we just do that progressively until a winner is decided. The objective for this system, and the reason why it's superior to the system in place that we have used before and how a lot of contests use it, is because it eliminates that quandary of voting for someone you are not happy with simply to stop something else from winning. The objective of this system is to make the most amount of people happy. It's meant to figure out a winner that the most amount of people are going to be okay with, and that's the point of the preference system. If your entry doesn't win, what would you next prefer? And we work it through that way, and we find a solution where, at the end of the day, everyone is happy. So again, if you're confused, watch the video. It gives an excellent analogy, and it really shows a good breakdown of the benefits of this system, why it's better than traditional voting, and why we're opting to use it. This was suggested to us by so many people, and we didn't even think the boards had the capacity to support it. I'm going to be real. Like, that's why we didn't do it to start with. But apparently they did. We just had to do some digging. I think this is going to be way less of a headache for everybody involved, and is going to lead to much better results. Again, to reiterate, vote for 3 entries per poll. Click 1 for your favorite entry, 2 for your second favorite entry, and 3 for your third favorite entry. And if you accidentally misvote, the way the system works in our boards, you can't actually change your vote. So read everything over, look everything over, make absolutely sure that you are happy with your selections before you click them. That's basically all I got for you. Go check out the topics. All the polls are up right now. They're going to last 3 days, and then we're going to move on to the next phase of voting. So I hope you all have a wonderful time checking out some amazing artwork for Helryx, and I will see you all for the next video. Farewell.